Vamos allá. The Last of Us parte 2.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of
Tenemos
Naughty
por aquí a
Dog
Neil
and the Director
Druckmann.
of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times.
They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game.
Vale, unos cuantos años después de los sucesos del primer juego.
Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Y están en esta zona, en este pueblo de supervivientes.
Rate our kiss from last night.
However, this peace is short-lived.
Pero por supuesto esta paz no va a
Jackson and
durar
Ellie
mucho.
suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice.
Técnicamente,
Her
gráficamente, el
journey
juego
will
se
take her to
ve...
new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped
O
mountains
sea
of
que va a tener
Jackson
distintas
to
estaciones.
the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. To the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts.
Pues es interesante lo de que vaya cambiando las
The
estaciones.
city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats.
Vale, y más
Ellie is
exploración y
not
más
only
formas
able to climb and jump over
de navegar
gaps,
por el
she
mapa.
can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives.
Interesante.
These more open environments also create new strategic
Sí,
considerations
un
in
mapa mucho
combat,
más abierto.
whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF.
Por lo que estoy viendo, muy
The
detallado
WLF are a
todo,
militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle
Muy, muy
and eventually
detallado.
wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
Y tiene pinta que va a tener buenas mecánicas, buenas animaciones en todos estos combates y demás,
But beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected. There are the recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game.
Hostia, todas las partículas que se veían en pantalla, chaval.
the
Mira,
blind
mira, mira,
but
mira esta
extremely
escena.
deadly clickers, and the stalkers, who
Todas las
sneak and hide
esporas,
until they're
tío.
ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustules. Upon
Vale.
getting close
Y
to you, they
nuevos
expel a
enemigos,
corrosive spore
cubiertos ahí de las
cloud that burns
pústulas
its
estos.
victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Vale, pero no van a mostrar más.
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and environment to your advantage.
Esto ya lo habíamos visto, que los perros te siguen el rastro. Y podemos entrar en una especie de modo brujo en el que podemos ver un poquito la estela que va siguiendo el olor.
Even while in cover. They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection. 25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay
Súper
out of sight.
detallados los mapeados,
However,
tío.
this form of analog stealth means you're never fully
Fijaos todo
hidden.
lo que se ve en
If
el
enemies
mapa
get
como
close
tal,
enough, they can
lo que
discover
tiene el
you,
escenario.
even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break class or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or
Bien,
areas to evade
detalles.
or take on your
Esto es lo que se le pide a un juego de
In
estas
any given
características, de esta
combat situation,
magnitud,
you can
¿verdad?
flee an encounter
Detalles.
and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks.
Vale, y
Learning
podemos ahora
how opponents
esquivar.
attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will
Parece
prevent
mucho
you from
más
taking
rápido,
damage
mucho
and
más fluido, más
create
ágil el
opportunities to
combate.
counterattack.
El cuerpo a
You
cuerpo
can
en
use
este
throwable
caso.
items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow.
Y le puedes tirar objetos para
Using them
aturdirlos
as a shield to protect
o pegarle un tiro en una
buys you time
pierna.
to figure out your
Hostias,
next
es que
move.
tiene muy buena pinta esto.
Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
¡Wow! Y parece que los aliados van a tener una inteligencia decente. No me lo creo. Buenas animaciones, hostias. En este apartado cuerpo a cuerpo de las animaciones físicas y demás está muy bien. Está muy bien.
You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
Y le atraes a los bichos. Hostia. Y huyen en vez de quedarse a morir. Joder, que está muy bien lo de la IA, lo que se está viendo.
Our goal is to create unparalleled attention, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey.
Coleccionables.
As you play, you'll be able to
Para
invest in a broad
mejoras, ¿vale?
collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered
Sí, muy
throughout the al environment
menú que ya
and
tenía el
scavenging
primero,
for
pero un
ingredients.
poquito más minimalista por
These
lo que se
skills
ve.
and upgrade
Más
manuals
limpio.
cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system.
Y el nuevo banco de
Scavenge for
trabajo.
parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character.
Hostia, qué guapo, tío. Es que está muy bien hecho todo esto de las animaciones y todo esto. O sea, que tiene, que no aparecen de la nada, sino que lo monta. Está muy currado todo eso.
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors,
Flechas
and more.
explosivas, minas de proximidad. Va a tener de todo, Se están viendo hoy cosas muy, muy interesantes en este gameplay. Bueno. Y se ha parado. Es que está muy bien, tío. Oh, pero nos lo cortan. Venga, hombre, no me jodas.
Gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play.
Y es lo que comentamos antes, que es el juego más ambicioso que ha hecho Naughty Dog hasta la fecha.
We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never before seen gameplay.
Vale, y vamos a ver una versión extendida, una zona extendida de gameplay que no se ha visto hasta ahora. Corrido, gameplay real. Bien, bien. Pobre Joel, la que le tocaba en el primer juego con estas escenas nadando.
Did you find her yet?
Shit. Okay, well, no one was looking. We're searching the area, just in case she's still around.
Isaac's not happy about it.
No shit.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
Lo ponéis por aquí, se ve muy bien, ¿eh? Se ve muy, muy, muy bien. Y daos cuenta que esta es la imagen que estáis viendo de un directo. Una vez que termine el directo y podáis ver el vídeo como tal, ya veréis que la calidad sube muchísimo más, ¿eh? Que ya sabéis que por compresión, por bitrate, en el directo siempre pierde calidad.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up. Do you know a girl named Nora?
Sure, yeah.
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Stop.
Y está jugando a Hotline Miami. Esa puta música es de Hotline Miami. Sin duda. Estaba jugando en la PS Vita a Hotline Miami. Me flipa. Qué grande. Qué grande, tío.
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. No, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
Hope that's our guys executing those freaks.
Hey, did you hear why we're all getting called up to the fob?
Headshot.
Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
That's what I heard.
All right, calm down.
Lo que quiero saber también es si tenemos ejecuciones ilimitadas o si nos va rompiendo el cuchillo y tenemos que repararlo, cosas por el estilo. También sería interesante conocerlo. Vale, seguimos pudiendo coger este tipo de palos y craftear palos con pinchos o demás. Cóctel molotov, típico el palo con los pinchos.
Fan out. Check the whole courtyard. Someone's out there.
Vale, podemos ver, como estáis viendo, dónde están. Eli va a saco, ¿eh? Pero va muy, muy a saco. Lo que estoy viendo de todo esto es... El juego se ve muy bien para ser una PlayStation 4. ¿Cómo se vería esto si estuviese hecho solo y exclusivamente para la nueva generación? Es lo que me está pasando por la mente ahora mismo. Y la flecha se queda clavada, guay. Detallitos de esos, tío. Hostia, chaval. Muy, muy a saco, tío. ¡Oh! Hostia, tiene muy buena pinta, tío. Es que parece que está todo scripteado, ¿verdad? Como lo vimos ya en el gameplay de hace un par de añitos o del año pasado. Tiene tantas animaciones, tiene tanta inteligencia artificial funcionando en pantalla y demás que parece que es todo un script. No te crees que sea un gameplay real, ¿verdad? Por todo lo que va ocurriendo. Porque es que está muy bien hecho. Es que está muy, muy bien hecho. Hostias, esa canción es de Ice Cube, tío. Hola, qué grandes. Hola, qué grandes, tío. La de Today Was a Good Day, de Ice Cube, efectivamente. Vaya tela. Hostia. Los detallitos... Tiene una cantidad de detalles brutal, ¿eh? Pero brutal. Que te dejas la cinta, cógela. Que la necesitas para luego, joder.
Don't scream. Put that shit down. You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
Hostia, tío. Pinta muy guay. Y se terminó, capturado en PlayStation 4 Pro. Así es como se hacen las presentaciones. O sea, 25 minutos de presentación. Con unas cuantas escenas comentándote un poco la historia y con gameplay real del título, para que se vea sin saltos, sin hostias extras. Así es como se hacen las presentaciones.